Okay, in today's lesson, we're going to be playing in the key of G major. So we're going to be playing 4 chords in the key of G major. All these chords we've already covered before in the course. So the first chord is G major. The second chord is C major. The third chord is D major. And the last chord is E minor that we just covered in the last lesson. Now we've covered all of these chords before, but I'm going to show you a different way to play these chords to make it easier to transition in between them, just in preparation for the song that we're going to learn. So the first chord is G major. It's the same chord voicing as we had before. A voicing is just the shape and the notes that we use to play. So this voicing is the same one that we used before. We have our middle finger on the 3rd fret of the 6th string. We've got our index finger on the 2nd fret of the 5th string. We've got our pinky finger and our ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 1st and 2nd strings. Just like that. So for our C chord, instead of playing this shape that we've learned before, we're going to still be using these 2 notes, but just check it out. So we've got our G shape here. All we're going to do is drop our fingers down in the same position that they're in, but down on the next set of strings. So our middle finger will be on the 3rd fret of the 5th string, index finger 2nd fret 4th string. So we're just going from G, and we're just gonna go to C like that. So these fingers are just going to anchor us so that we can transition between these 2 chords. Very easy way to go from G to C. Now this isn't just a regular C chord. Technically this chord is called a C add 9, but we're just going to call it a C for the purposes of this lesson. So we're going from G to C, okay, G to C. Very easy way to transition between these chords. Now our 3rd chord is D major. Now our D major chord is the same as we had before. It's the thinnest 4 strings. We've got our index finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, our ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and our middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 1st string. So just see that this middle finger is anchored in the same place for all 3 of these chords. You've got your G, C, and this D, and G. Now our E minor chord is going to be the same chord. You can choose to play it like this, or with your middle fingers. It's up to you. So that's our 4 chords. So once you feel comfortable with these chords, this G, this new C shape that we've learned, the D, and the E minor, then check out the next video and I'll show you a little strumming pattern that's very commonly used that we can use with these chords.